Viewer from New London wants to know what's going on with MNLARS, and is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Anybody here know anything about MNLARS and what's happening on that?
Governor Walz has requested $16 million to get it, he hopes, up to speed. We've now gone somewhere north of $100 million on MNLARS, the licensing and registration system. And from our standpoint of the House Republicans, if the $16 million is approved, we'd like to know a little more accountability on how that money is going to be spent and what's happening.
Senator Eakin?
And I think, too, we need more accountability here. It's been extremely frustrating what's happened with MNLARS. It makes me a little reluctant to jump on board with any new computer system they're proposing. And they are going to, I guess, be moving towards a new computer system for the Health and Human Services area, which is even a lot more complicated than MNLARS is. And I think that if we ever do anything in the future like that, that we should have a pilot project first, so any problems that may result are contained, instead of jumping in statewide as we did with MNLARS and then discover all these problems and have it impact the whole state like it has. But the $16 million, I think we have to fix what we've got right now. We can't go back to the system that we did have. And the system we did have was quite antiquated. There was a need for improving and updating it. But again, we want to make sure that the updates have been tested and thoroughly, vetted to make sure there's no problems before we implement them on a statewide basis.
Any thoughts on MNLARS?
Well, I think we do need to help our small county registers that really bore the brunt of deputy registers that really bore the brunt of this and in their businesses. And so somehow down the road, we need to help them be whole, because they really took the brunt of what's happening. Right now, I probably get 2 to 3 constituents a week that are still having trouble, that have been waiting months. But we have a good response time once we call them and tell them that we have a problem, and they're very helpful getting that constituent their license or their plates or their tabs or whatever. So we've come a long way from where we were a year ago, but I still think we have quite a ways to go.
MNLARS?
I'd just be repeating here.
Okay.
I will say it this way, though. I know other departments. I deal primarily with the Department of Economic Development, Employment and Economic Development, and the Department of Labor, and they put systems in, granted, much smaller, and actually, I don't want to defend MNLAR. I am not doing that. But through MNLAR and in conjunction with MNLAR, their systems have been able to be delivered reasonably on budget and reasonably on time. So I think it was the size of this particular piece that went to every corner of the state. I think I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do know that we've been replacing our computer systems, and in many departments, they are so antiquated. What's happening is, and I know this at one of those two, and I don't want to get too deep into those details, they literally had to keep a guy on that had been retired for 10 or 15 years with a contract because he was the only one who knew how to fix the system. That's not good governance. And